Hey guys, welcome back to more AFK Arena. In today's video, this is a video I never planned on making. So, background on why this video originated is I sometimes when a new hero comes out and kind of like Matria where it's really confusing, it's just, I sometimes like to test them in the early game. So, I'll just reroll an account, grind the 6 chapters in like 2 hours or whatever it takes to get there, to unlock it, and then use the trial version and just level out my character's levels so that it's all even. It's not the way you play optimally. Normally you have a main carry, but that's what I'll do just so I can test them in the early game where everything happens a bit slower. Sometimes in the early game you find out new ways to play characters. At least I do. Maybe it's because I'm not as intelligent as others, but it's also probably because I just enjoy the early game of the game because some characters become fun again. But yeah, so that's what I was doing here on the test server. I created a new account to test her, and I don't normally make videos of doing this either. It's just for my own testing and, you know, trying to grow my knowledge so that I can make other videos on characters. So I was doing that with Matria. What we ended up doing on this account though was we rolled from just like this, the basic summons at the start of the game, we got an Awakened Baden and a Lucretia. And I was like, damn, I kind of want to push this account a little bit now. So we're on day, and that's the thing. So it blows my mind how much the game has changed from, like, just evolved over time. It absolutely blows my mind because with Awakened heroes and especially with beasts now, because the beast you get at the start, like he starts off really weak, then you clear another chapter, he gets a bit stronger, then you clear another chapter, which is chapter 14, and then he claps in chapter 15 for me. So it's really interesting the way the game has evolved. But I just want to show you because I've never actually played an account where I pulled an Awakened hero at the start. Now, I think one of my accounts I pulled an Awakened Aziz, he doesn't count. I feel like Aziz, Belinda, those are the main two that really I struggle to see being a hyper carry in the early game. Just Aziz doesn't have the damage essentially, and Belinda, she's too slow and I feel like she'd just die. Whereas things like Awakened Baden, Awakened Thane, Awakened Solace, to some extent Awakened Brutus, Awakened Taylene, all have their really strong hyper carry uses in the early game, in my opinion. So this was the first time I've done it, and I've seen people say in the comments, you know, like back in the day when I did a Thesku account, I think it was, where I got real lucky, got Thesku to Mythic in day 1, and I played that thing like all day. Let's just run some stages and I'll talk more about it. But yeah, like I grinded that Thesku super hard and I got to like chapter 12 and I was like, this is epic. Like I thought I was G'ing it. This account, I haven't even played it actively. If I had have played, like dedicated an entire day to playing it, I could have probably got to chapter 16 in a day. But like, I just haven't had the time. It was over the weekend. I haven't had the time to dedicate to it. Because if we look at this, if we jump over here and take a look, I still have like a ton of resources over here that I can pop off just to like increase levels and stuff. Like I said, I just haven't had the time to put into it. But we're currently, if we go to soldier supplies, so you get this one after 28, you get that one after 24, 48. So 48 plus about 10. So we're at 58 hours into the account, like 2.5 days into the account, not quite 2.5 days. And we're already in chapter 15. And like I said, we're not even struggling yet. Like some stages, yes, I'll struggle on, and then we'll get a bit stuck. But like, I was just so amazed at how much the game has evolved, especially with Awakened heroes and beasts, to where it's like easy clap. And the thing is, like, this Baden's stuck at 140. I've gone my Mishka up, and I don't know how long I'm going to play this account, by the way. I do not know. Now, in the previous, like, the beast upgrades matter a lot too. Like, the beast, like, increases your power a fair bit. If I take him out, no, maybe it's not as much as I thought. Well, he may not increase the power, but he increases the damage. This dude absolutely claps. But yeah, like I said, you could definitely push harder than this. I definitely think. I'm curious to see you guys say how far you've gotten to in like one of these early accounts with an Awakened hero, because they're absolutely busted. I don't know if Baden may be the best, just the way he can revive. I feel like Solace may top him, just based on the fact that, you know, she's just completely broken. Awakened Thane, I can definitely see doing some massive things as well. But yeah, those three to me are like the key three. I'd love to see them give you the amount of fun I've had in this. I would love to see them give you an Awakened hero at the start of the game. Although the other thing is, like, maybe the only reason I enjoy it is because I've played the early game so much and I appreciate how good they make it. So maybe that's a bit of a skewed view by me. But hey, free stuff is always free stuff. So if they did it, they'd give everyone the free stuff, which means we'd get free stuff, which would be sick. But I'm going to shut up on that point. But yeah, it's pretty insane. Like I said, the Baden, and we got the Lucretia. And the other thing is, I've been saving gems since like chapter 9 because like literally at chapter 9, I had 3 copies of Mishka and I knew I get the select character box. So, and then I kept popping summons as I got them. So I was like, okay, I know I'm going to get my Mishka to a mythic. That's pretty much all I need, Mishka and Baden to chapter 16. Then I can reassess from chapter 16. But I mean, like, I just didn't need anything else. So I've been able to save all these gems and still have this kind of progression, which, like I said, you could probably get here in a day if you dedicated the day and grinded super hard, especially with all those resources that you get along the way from the peaks of time and stuff like that. Now, peaks of time, because just in the last 2 hours, I've pushed through the last 2 chapters. I've got to complete this one. I just grinded this one to get enough dust that I needed to upgrade my Mishka. And then this one I've got unlocked as well. So I can punch through these 2 as well. Pouch, I haven't done a hell of a lot in here because, dude, Candy Crush, you know, that life. But like I said, if I had the time, I would have had a bunch more summons. But it's just insane how far you can get. So wait, we got 110 full from the last chapter. So let's go pop this. See how we go. Ooh, another Mishka or a star. Pippa, dude, I'm so good at pulling Pippas. I say it every time, but like Pippa just loves me. Pippa just absolutely loves me. That's my wish list at the moment. I'm thinking about taking Leica off and going for some other tech units. I did get 1 tech Lawson. Pulled a bunch of Speedboy. You know, let's put Floppy in there. I'm not stressed about Raku yet. I feel like Raku to me is like a prime swap scroll unit, so I never really put him on my wish list. But yeah, like I said, I'll probably drop this account pretty quick. I just, like I said, it was something that I've always been curious about, is something like is pushing with an awakened hero from the start, because people have told me it's completely busted. And I play a lot of accounts. I've just never had it happen. But dude, it is completely busted. Like, it is so overpowered. It's not even funny. And like I said, not all awakened heroes, you know, like a Ziz, Belinda, I don't think they'd have the same impact. The other thing that I've really enjoyed about the awakened Baden is on some stages where I do get a little bit stuck, he's really fun because manual play for... Oh, dude, are you freaking kidding me? Manual play for him is really cool because when he makes his clone... if he's already got his clone out and he ults, he just basically makes them immune to CC and gives them a damage increase. But you can manually play him so that you wait until he dies so that you get basically that extra life that you otherwise wouldn't have had, because if you just buff him and then they die, it's useless. So he's actually one of those rewarding ones to play manually. And I enjoy it when like I can feel like I'm getting something extra out of the game when I'm playing it on manual. So that was like a cool extra thing that I found from playing Awakened Baden. Wait, what is this team? I haven't even adjusted my team. Wait, it's random, but I sometimes do this weird thing where I put my 2 basically tanky units in the same row so we can just easy clap someone and then get to the rest. And then the clone is the idea against the Brutus, is the clone does exactly what he did there and eats the Brutus spin. And then hopefully we can get another clone out and kill the Brutus, and hopefully we can get a jump on him. But the problem with this is the Brutus does have his shield left. So, you know, that kind of hurts us as well. But you get the idea. Like this will be a stage that we will get. I might actually do this way. If we do this way, we might be okay. The idea here is that Mishka should jump away from the Brutus before he spins. Whoops, I forgot to put it on... okay, she jumped right on top of me, which kind of sucks, because now he's going to spin on everyone. But let's see if Baden can live. Nope, rip. All right. Not working the way I liked. The other thing is, I thoroughly... Like, the game is about fun, and like I said, I enjoy playing fresh accounts. But I know a lot of people... Basically, everyone recommends going Baden, going the Graveborn path. I just enjoy Wilders so much more. I don't know why. I don't know if there is even a reason that I enjoy playing Wilders so much. I just do, and that's always my default, is just play an account with Wilders because I just enjoy it. They've got a lot of good support. Plus, Navanthi plus Awakened Baden is just a pretty solid combo. Actually, if I put him front row, that might make Mishka jump over there. Actually, what I might do is I might put Leica in front of Mishka to guarantee that Mishka jumps up. Okay, good. She jumps up. That's what we wanted. Okay, perfect. So Brutus is going to spin on Baden. Baden's going to make a clone. Oh, we didn't bait the spin fast enough. Ah, rip. Rip. We didn't bait it long enough. But you get the idea. Like I said, I've got all those resources I can still pop, and it just amazes me. I know this is a bit of a random video and a bit of just a rambling session by me, but I'm just having some fun, you know? It's a game. That's what it's about. Having some fun. Can we actually kill these guys? Oh, dude, I'll get this. I want to push this chapter. We'll do a summon video. The other thing that I've been mentioning a lot in summon videos is how people like singles. So if I save up all these gems, and also when we look at what we've got at the moment, I got no Stargazer cards because we haven't had anything to get them, but I got 22 of these bad boys. I got 10 more to get from the Voyage of Wonders, and then we've got the 50 that I'll get when I get to chapter 16. So I'm going to do a big single summon session and see how we go. See how we go with some singles. See if we can get some singles rates, because it's something I've been wanting to test for a while now, but I don't want to do it for like an entire hero, getting them to ascend it on Chiasma, because that's a little bit tedious. But yeah, that's where we're at. I just wanted to talk about it because it's so interesting the way the game has changed so much, and I think the early game experience is definitely getting a lot better. The one thing I would love them to implement is the auto next stage feature, the auto retry feature in the early game. I just think it would be so much better for players because it's really tedious, but yeah, that's about the only thing. And then, you know, the early game experience is getting really solid. Anyway, guys, I'm going to shut up now. Thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.